Hello guys, and welcome to weekly outlook here on pound USD. We've got euro USD, we've got gold and USDCAD, and finally DXY. Starting off with pound USD, what I'm anticipating is a continuation of buys. Last week towards the end of the market, we actually saw some kind of bullish signs here on pound USD, taking off all the way from this region and retesting the regions of 1.3450. Okay, basically what I'll be looking out for is to see I need that energy, I need that price to really pull over to this region here, break, retest it, and further retest or come back to 1.36. And basically if that will be able to happen, a break and retest of this region, so 1.35, let's call it 1.3525 or 1.3530, we're getting a 70 pips move initially to retest this region, so 1.36, and furthermore we could see price continue to the upside. The only reason I'll be looking for sales will be if price comes below this region, a retest, and we could possibly be looking for something like this. That's very unlikely the way I'm looking at the market. So we had the downward trend line broken, a consolidation. What I'm anticipating now is a push to the upside basically. So yeah, let's see how that plays out here on pound USD. And then euro USD, very similar. We could call this a consolidation from the 4 hours time frame, but basically if we slide down to the 1 hour time frame, we could actually see some bullish momentum that was made, and price really broke and retested these regions and headed to the upside. So similarly to pound USD, I want price to break above this region, retest, and continue to the upside, something of this nature. Only for sell opportunity will be only when we see price below 1.15, let's call it 1.1580. that will be the only reason or for us to start considering sales for pound USD. And then gold is really showing its hand. We obviously know that price is possibly going to come back to $3,500 here, and what we'll be looking at for now is that pullback. So we've seen a huge stretch. Let's see if Fibonacci retracement 2 would help us here. If at market open we see price pull back a little bit without making any new highs, then the possibility of price pulling back to these regions is possible. But if we are to make that push to the upside from here, then this makes sense. So we could draw our let's call it our support line here for 50 and yeah, basically 50 and 61.8 pullback regions. So we might want to anticipate price into these regions, and then we continue back to the upside to at least 3,500. Sales, I'm not really seeing sell opportunities here until, let's just say, below these regions though. If price would come back below these regions of 33.66, but sales will be our confidence to sell around below these regions. But for now, price might actually come back, play around here and to go up. I'm anticipating price to really test 3,500, but we'll see how price plays out and we'll react to it. And then USD CAD is quite inversely correlating with pound USD and euro USD, so we've seen a down push. So market open, I would like to see a break of price below this so we can continue to the downside, or we can get a pullback into this region here or these regions here, and then we can continue to the downside. Obviously we see a confluence of the upward trend line broken, and basically yeah, in the long run we might see price come to 1.35. that's over 200 pips down to the downside, but in the moment we might be taking our stops or profits around these regions of 3670, let's call it 3650, 3660 regions. Right, that's that for USD CAD. And DXY would probably also be a confluence for us. If price breaks below this region, we are very sure of the buys in pound USD and euro USD and the sell for USD CAD. Obviously we might get a pullback into something like this, and that would also play out. That's okay, but the only reason we'll be now be seeing a strong DXY is if price for any reason comes above 98, and then we'll be looking at strong DXY. And that's that for the outlook. I'll see you guys for recap during the weekend. Make sure you back some pips, and ciao.